Hello guys, I'm Crowl, and in this video I will be going over the changes from patch note 0.50. As always, we're gonna start with the gameplay and balance changes. The first change is that you don't enter the walking accuracy state in the transition from run to stop, as you can see. Then they also increased the dead zone accuracy speed threshold from 25% to 30%, which means you can go a little faster while being completely accurate with your gun. This also means that you will be able to get an accurate shot out faster. They have changed the recovery times on all the rifles. This is the time it takes for your weapon to be accurate again after spraying. They lowered the time, which will make tapping and burst firing more efficient, since you will be able to reset to the accurate state faster. The gun recovery time on the Vandal was reduced from 0.4 seconds to 0.375 seconds. On the Phantom is reduced from 0.55 to 0.35. The Bulldog was also reduced from 0.55 to 0.35. And then the Guardian was reduced from 0.4 to 0.35. They have also reduced the base walk accuracy from 0.6 to 0.8 degrees. It's hard to see it, but the crosshair on the right has a bigger gap than the crosshair on the left. They have buffed the RS to try and make it more viable. First, they changed the price from 1700 to 1600, which is the same price as the Spectra. Then they have also reduced the horizontal recoil for both the RS and the Odin. Here are some sprays from before and after the patch. You can see that after the patch, the RS has less horizontal recoil. Now to the agent updates, where we for the third time in a row have another nerf for Sage, because she is simply just too OP. The duration on her slow up has been decreased, and is now only up for 7 seconds instead of 9 seconds. And then they also decreased the slowing amount from 65% to 50%. Tyfa has also been changed a bit. This cage doesn't slow enemies anymore. They do this so that the enemies have more options when pushing Cypher's defenses. The spy cam has been nerfed too. Its cooldown has been increased from 30 seconds to 45 seconds. Omen has gotten a buff that increased the smoke duration from 12 to 15 seconds. Then, as you can see here, the projectile speed has been increased for his smokes. And then they increased the cooldown for his smoke from 30 to 35 seconds. For Viper, they increased the radius for snakebite from 350 to 450. Next up is the nerf for bhoppers, again. They have nerfed bhopping again, so that you no longer can bhop through molotovs or Viper snakebite. Here you can see bhopping through the abilities before and after the patch. And it's very clear that you take a lot more damage after the patch. But there is actually still a way you can take less damage going through the abilities, by bhopping and crouching in the air. This way you will get enough height to get over the ability, as you can see here. It says in the patch notes that the damage tick speed has increased on Molotov and the snakebite. But from my test, it doesn't look like there is any difference with Viper's snakebite. Brimstone's Molotov, on the other hand, there is a clear difference, as you can see. They have also changed the credit cost on some abilities in the game. First, the Sage's Wall, from 300 credits to 400 credits. Raised Blast Pack from 100 to 200 credits. Phoenix Curveball from 100 to 200 credits. Brimstone's Incendiary from 200 to 300. And Jet's Updraft from 200 to 100. Now to the update for Agent Armor. After buying armor, you can sell it again and return to the other armor you might have from a previous round. This is what would happen before. They have reduced the max credit cap from 12,000 to 9,000. They do this since it would be too hard for the opposing team to make a comeback when they couldn't break their enemy's economy. For map updates, they have changed the placement of some of the blockades on split, which you will be able to see here. This will help the attackers by having more control across the map. Here you can see before and after the changes of the blockades on split. Then they have updated this box to be a solid metal block that you are not able to shoot through. They made this to provide more cover for the attackers when planting the spike. They have also fixed some of the exploits for Cypher's cam, like this one. Then we have some updates for HUD and UI. Now, when the spike is planted, you can see that the bomb icon pulses with the audio beeps. They have also updated the agent portraits. I personally prefer the old ones. You can now see the portrait of your own agent on the minimap again, with a yellow border around it. They have also put some detail in the weapons in the buy menu. And then they made a small redesign in the game menu. Now to the bug fixes. They have fixed the bug where Cypher and Sova could float in the air if Sage's barrier was destroyed while using the spycam or Sova's drone. They have also fixed the bug where Sova could rapid fire darts if the prior one hit an enemy. I actually thought that this was intended, so you would be rewarded when you hit an enemy, but apparently not. Okay guys, that was it for the updates. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thanks for watching.
One enemy remaining. Thirsty.